only tapping video coming soon, don't worry, but this is a preview one. We gotta whisper a little bit. This one was already played out. Thursday Night Football it was okay until the second half, and then nobody wanted to score, but felt like it was close. But end of the day, the Bills, they just held on to it, and Tua's gonna Tua. He's gonna turn the ball over, so it's just gonna happen. Bills get the dub. Let's talk about what's ahead, because this is our preview and picks video. So 1 o'clock on Sunday, first one we got here. We got Packers versus the Browns. Yes. It's in Cleveland. The Browns haven't won yet. Packers haven't lost yet. So we know what's going to happen. We know. Packers are going to win. Possibly. We'll see what happens. Let's check out some injuries. Watson's still out. Jayden Reed's out. He's on IR now. Nobody too notable for the Browns. So yeah, no crazy injuries. Tucker Kraft questionable for the Packers, but they should be fine. 83 degrees in Cleveland on a Sunday. Nice. That's pretty good. But the Packers should be able to get this. Like I said, line is -7.5. The Browns got no shot. They got Joe Flacco out there. That's how rough it is. Alright, that's how bad it is out here. But not much to say with that one. The Packers look like one of the best teams in the league. And the Browns, can't really say they look that good so far. But still a lot of season left. So, moving on. Got a nice divisional matchup here. We got the Titans versus the Colts. Colts, so far, they look pretty solid. They're up at 2-0 now. Titans are 0-2, but these struggles are expected. You got a rookie QB, just a fresh team in general. They're rebuilding, so can't expect anything too crazy from them. But this one's in Tennessee. Nice weather once again. That's pretty good. The line is -4.5 for the Colts. Yeah, I'll definitely take the Colts in this one. They are surprisingly looking solid. Daniel Jones, he's been pretty good, which is weird. But, they got Jonathan Taylor. Tyler Warren looks really good. Definitely Rookie of the Year running for him. Although it's so early. But, yeah, and in terms of injuries, don't see anything too crazy here, but Devondre Sweat's out. Kevin Winston Jr., doubtful. These are just random guys, but they're not bad. Yeah, nothing crazy. No crazy injuries in this one. Definitely got to take the Colts. In Tennessee, so they might have a little bit of trouble. I expect this to be a pretty good game, actually. But the Colts should be able to take this one. Definitely going with them. They'll be 3-0 if they get this one. That'd be crazy. Would not have expected that for the Colts. Not at all. But Danny Dimes, what can you say? On to the next one. This one's kind of interesting. We got Bengals versus the Titans here. It's in Minnesota, and it's 2.5 for the Vikings. That's the line. I'm a little surprised by that. I actually got the Bengals here. I know Joe Burrow's out. I know. You don't have to leave any comments. I know Joe Burrow is injured. But actually, the funny thing is, so is McCarthy. He's out with his ankle. So he's injured too. So they're running. Who are they even running? Who's even going to play QB? I got no clue. Feel like we got to figure this out, but we know it's Jake Browning for the Bengals. Man, completely blanking on the Vikings backup. I'm not even sure who they got, but it actually might be better. Van Ginkel's questionable. He might play. Harrison Smith's questionable. Yeah, Burrow's out with the toe injury. Shamar Stewart's out. He's got an ankle. But I'm surprised that Minnesota's favored in this one. I'm going Bengals. I would take the Bengals here. I know it's in Minnesota, but nice weather there as well, 70. But yeah, I'm going Bengals. I think they're. I don't know. The problem is the Vikings. I would be saying like, oh, McCarthy, he's looking a little shaky, but he's not even playing. So this should be interesting. Battle of the backups. And then it's just who's a better role player. You know, I got Chase Brown, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. Then you got Jefferson, Mason. Mason, you know, he looks pretty solid. He's going to be playing as a starter in this one. Aaron Jones is out. Although he's not even... I'm surprised he's not listed here. But yeah, he's injured. Yeah, we'll see what happens there. But I got the Bengals. I got the Bengals in that one. I might pay for that one. But if they ended up 3-0, that would be kind of wild for them as well. That would certainly be interesting. This one's an interesting one. Steelers versus the Pats. These are two teams that, like, you're not really sure what you got with them. And, you know, when that's the case, you can just assume that both teams are mid. Also, the Patriots might be bad, though. The Steelers, I still think the Steelers have a chance to be okay. But, yeah, -1.5 for the Steelers. Where are we at here? It's in Foxborough, so home one for the Pats. That's certainly interesting. Nice little shootout for the Pats Dolphins. That was actually a good one last week. But yeah, Drake May, he looks all right, I guess. Steelers. I mean, your leading receiver is Jaylen Warren. I feel like that's a problem. Don't you? Don't you feel like that's a problem? But the Pats, you know, Kayshon Boutte, he's been all right. He's been all right. But a lot of the guys, especially on the defensive side, the guys the Pats signed, they've actually looked pretty good. That's why they paid him a lot of money, obviously. But yeah, Stevenson's been all right. Henderson's been all right. I do have the Steelers in this one. Rodgers had a good first game, not a great second one. I think they bounced back a little bit in terms of the injury report. Joey Porter Jr.'s out. Who else we got? Yeah, Christian Gonzalez. He's been out. He's been out for the Pats. He's been out. Keon White is questionable. He's sometimes decent, but I do have the Steelers getting this one. So unfortunately, I think they lose this one at home. End up 1-2 after this week, unfortunately. But be happy to see something. Otherwise, it should be a good game. I think that one will be close for sure. So up next, this one should be a good one as well. Rams versus the Eagles. Eagles look good. They look like they could win a Super Bowl because they have. Yeah, incredible. But both 2-0. You know, we knew the Rams would be solid coming into the year, so definitely makes this feel like a good matchup. But the tush push, man, they gotta, I don't know, they gotta figure out something. You got the defense, you know, in the neutral zone. You got the offensive guys moving before the ball's even snapped. It's like, what are we doing here? You know, I don't know. Maybe they'll figure it out. I don't want to ban it. That's the thing. Like, I don't want to ban it. But I don't know. We got issues. Hopefully they figure themselves out. But Eagles -3.5 for this one. They are at home for this. I'm actually surprised it's that close. I think this will be a good game, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Eagles just ran away with it. In terms of injuries, let's see. Nothing crazy for the Rams. Uh-oh. Not good for the Eagles. Tanner McKee is questionable. But Will Shipley's out. Yeah, that guy, he's probably going to lose his job to Tank Bigsby. I can't believe the Jaguars traded him away. I kind of thought Bigsby was going to be like the main guy for the Jaguars, but now he's just on the Eagles. They just kind of dumped him for like pick swaps or whatever. But yeah, 70 degrees, 73 in Philly. This is a home one. I don't see a reason why the Eagles can't win this. They're kind of like, they're one of those teams where like I'm picking them to win everything until they lose. Although I think I did pick the Chiefs to beat them. I don't even remember. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, I think Rams will be solid. Though they do look good so far in the defense. You know, they lost Aaron Donald, and then they end up with Jared Verse. So I'd say that's a pretty good trade-off. For last year, really, is when that started. But that's when he was drafted. But Jets, Buccaneers, another 1 o'clock game. 0-2 Jets. Oh boy, Justin Fields. I gave him his props week 1 when he looked okay. He looked bad. He doesn't look very good. You know, which team is he on now? Is this team number 3? Unfortunately. Yeah, Buccaneers look solid. Baker looks good. Egbuka looks good. Bucky Irving's the main guy. He's been okay. Mike Evans is solid. But yeah, let's see. Injuries. Nothing crazy for the Jets. Tristan Wirfs is out. Egbuka is questionable. He's got a hip problem. Godwin's still out. We know that, so we'll see what happens there. But yeah, this one is in Tampa. 89 degrees for this one. Whew, nice. -6.5 line for the Buccaneers. Yeah, I would probably be taking that. That seems pretty good. That seems like light work for the Buccaneers. Although, who knows, maybe Justin Fields plays well. That would be quite a sight to see. On to the next one. This one is interesting. So we got Raiders, Commanders. I feel like the Commanders have been, they've been good so far. They've been alright so far. They lost a tough one to the Packers, beat the Giants handily. But Jaden Daniels is out. Jonathan Jones is out. Deatrich Wise is out. Noah Brown is out. But Raiders seem okay in terms of injuries. And the Raiders, I feel like they've been kind of surprising. They've been surprisingly, solid. Beat the Pats first one. That's not tough. But then lost a tough one to the Chargers. So they're both coming off tough losses to good teams. But no Jaden Daniels. You might as well get these guys in here. Let's get some action for them. Yep. I'm going with the Raiders. I'm picking the Raiders in this one. It's at home for the Commanders. It's in Maryland, so it's... Oh, man, I might regret this one, but I don't know. I like the Raiders. I think they're oddly surprising. Geno Smith's not the best QB ever, but I think that might do alright against the Commanders. Although, defense isn't that bad either. We'll see. I'm taking a risk. I'm taking the risk. I'm going to go Raiders in that one. We'll see what happens. I'm picking Raiders, and I'm just going to refuse to elaborate. That's all I can say. Up next is Rams. Sorry. Oh, God. We're going to try that again. We got Panthers, Falcons. It's in North Carolina. Falcons, -5.5 is the line. Check out some injuries. Nothing crazy. AJ Terrell, Jordan Fuller. Xavier Legette, oh, he's questionable. Man, he has been a disappointment. They took him early second round. And he's not that great. Ted is already going to be the number one guy, pretty much. But that's why they picked him pretty high as well. So I think that was expected. Bryce looks okay. Penix looks okay. They're both still getting settled in. Bijan Robinson looking pretty good. Leading rusher and receiver. Home one for the Panthers, but 82 degrees, that's not bad. But gotta go Falcons here. Falcons look pretty solid. Defense looks pretty solid. They've really nailed some of their rookie picks. They've had a lot of contributors already. Same with some of the guys from last year. They look solid. Falcons, I could see them I could see them winning their division. I feel like they could now, but Buccaneers are going to be tough as well. It's pretty much just going to be those two teams again fighting for that division. But yeah, sorry, Panthers. Probably going to be 0-3, unfortunately. It's not looking great there, but the last 1 o'clock game right here, we have the Texans-Jaguars, another divisional one. Texans, rocky start for them. They are 0-2. Jags actually got a win before them. They're 1-1. The line is -1.5. Stroud has been not great, but part of it could be attributed to the O-line. Trevor Lawrence is, once again, 7 years in a row, this guy's showing us that, or it might be more than that actually. I don't know when was his first year at Clemson, because he's looked the same. He's been the same since then. ETN's been decent, so that's definitely good. But yeah, Nick Chubb on the Texans. That's crazy. But yeah, Jalen Smith's out. Mixon's still out. Nothing crazy for the Jaguars. A couple of guys on the O-line, so that's tough. But yeah, it's in Jacksonville, 86 degrees. Not bad. I think the Texans finally, get their season going. I think they go get a divisional win here. I think they do it. I think they'll take them out. But yeah, slow start for them, rough start. But I think Stroud finally has a solid game, and I think the Texans go to Jacksonville and get a nice W. So yeah, that's it for the 1 o'clock games. The 4 o'clock games, we still have 4 of them. This one, I kind of wish this was like the Sunday night one. I feel like this is such a good game right here. Broncos, Chargers. I'm fine with this being at 4, whatever. But this is a pretty good game. I think this will be it. Maybe the Chargers blow them out. I don't even know. But yeah, 2-0 Chargers, 1-1 Broncos. It's -2.5 for the Chargers. Home one for the Chargers, 77 degrees, although it's a dome, right? But yeah, Herbert's been good. Chargers just look good. Hampton's good. Even Quentin Johnston's playing well. That's when you know. But hope to see more out of Ladd McConkey. I do have him in a league somewhere. But yeah, Bo Nix has been alright. J.K. Dobbins seems to be the main back there. Troy Franklin, not a bad start to the year. Dre Greenlaw's out. Evan Ingram's out for the Broncos. For the Chargers, Will Dissly. A couple of corners, Molden and Hart. Khalil Mack's still injured, so. And missing a questionable linebacker, too, for Diane Henley. So, yeah, missing a couple guys on the defensive side, but they should be alright. They've had 2. It's so weird. They have, all the divisional games, it's been Chiefs, Raiders, and now they got the Broncos, so they're just playing all divisional games so far. And then the Broncos have been playing the AFC South. They played the Titans and the Colts, and lost a close one to the Colts, but beat the Titans, and the Titans actually kept that one close, so Broncos look okay, but they're definitely a little shaky, and I definitely think the Chargers will come out and get a win at home. Don't think it'll be too tough, even though they're missing some guys on defense. I think they will be perfectly fine. Battle of the S's is up next. That means Saints, Seahawks. That's what we're talking about here. It's in Seattle. 63 degrees. Not bad. Not bad in Washington. -7.5 is the line. I'm surprised it's that big, but at the same time, name one player on the Saints. Oh, you know a lot of players. Oh, okay, never mind then. Yeah, they still got Kamara. He's still good. Juwan Johnson looking like a pretty good tight end this year. But I don't know, tight ends, they'll show flashes and then they'll disappear. Then they'll have a big game later. They're all over the place. But Seattle, they got Darnold. He looks alright. Kenneth Walker, JSN, all good players. Chase Young's out for the Saints. Trevor Penning's questionable. Dylan Raduns is out. Nick Immonwari, he's doubtful with an ankle. Julian Love's doubtful, hamstring. Witherspoon doubtful with a knee. Zach Charbonnet, he's also doubtful as well. So Seahawks missing some guys. Don't think it'll be a problem. I'm gonna have to go with the Seahawks in this one. The Saints are just not a very good team. They got Spencer Rattler at QB. Maybe he turns it up at some point. That would be something. That would certainly be something. But I don't see that happening. So we're gonna move on. Cowboys Bears. This will be an interesting one. I feel like this will be a good game just because both teams will probably try to throw it away. But the Cowboys, they do have some talent, so I got the Cowboys getting this one. It's -1.5 is the line for the Cowboys. It's at home for the Bears in Chicago, but 0-2 and they look bad. It's gonna be 74 for this one, so that's not too bad. But yeah, Dak looks okay. I mean, the funny thing is their best guy has been Javonte Williams. But CeeDee Lamb's been okay. I don't think he's caught a touchdown yet or something, but Rome Odunze has 3 of them, so that's interesting. DeAndre Swift's been good. Caleb's been okay, so we'll see what happens. DJ Moore hasn't really done too much either, so yeah, interesting stuff. But Deron Bland's still out. Trevin Diggs is still questionable. Overshown's been out. He's been on the PUP list, so yeah. Swift is questionable. Jalen Johnson's still out. I think he was out last week. Kyler Gordon's out. So, yeah, they're missing some guys, that's for sure. But Bears, 2 tough divisional losses. Basically choked away that Vikings game. And Cowboys, probably lost the best team in the division and then took an overtime win to take down the Giants. But, hey, win's a win. And I definitely think they get another one here. So that's not bad either. If they can get to 2-1, that'd be a pretty good spot for the Cowboys. The last 4 o'clock game, Cardinals-Niners. I kind of wish this was a Sunday night game too. This wouldn't be that bad either. But yeah, Niners, interesting spot. They are 2-0, but we'll see what happens. Kyler Murray's been alright. Not too bad. -2.5 is the line for the Niners. 78 degrees for this one. Yeah. Mac Jones might be playing in this one. It's that bad. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, Brock Purdy's questionable. Didn't play last week. Mac actually looked okay. And yeah, they beat the Saints barely. But they got, 2 wins over the Saints and Seahawks. I'd say that's pretty good. Cardinals also played the Saints. Beat them by a touchdown. Similar result. Beat the Cardinals by 5. So yeah, this should be a pretty good game. Hopefully Purdy plays. If not, I think Mac will be okay. But yeah, Juwan Jennings questionable as well. Will Johnson's doubtful. Paris Johnson is questionable, so we'll see if either of those guys play. But I gotta go with the Niners on this one. I think they get the dub. Cardinals, hey, you're 2-0, but this is a tough one. This is a home one for the Niners. And I just see them getting the dub. The Sunday night game, I'm a little disappointed. I don't like it. It's these guys right here. Giants Chiefs. They're both 0-2. It's at home for the Giants. Sunday night game. Very interesting. Very interesting. Should be 65. Not bad. Speaking of 6-5, that's the line. -6.5 for the Chiefs. And I think, after 2 tough games, the first 2 weeks end up losses. I think the Chiefs come out here and just destroy them. So that's my prediction. But yeah, Russ has been Russ. He's a little bit washed. Their leading rusher is also Russ. So that's how rough the running back position is. If only they had a guy that, they drafted and it's just a freak. If only they had him in the running back position. Yeah, if only. Neighbors has been solid. Mahomes is good. Mahomes is also their leading rusher. That's pretty funny. Come on, Pacheco. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? But is what it is. Let's see. Yeah, Xavier Worthy, he's still out. Missing a couple guys on defense. For the Giants, Andrew Thomas is questionable. So not great for the O-line, but other than that, not too crazy. But yeah, some tough losses, tough divisional losses for the Giants. Chiefs had a divisional loss as well, and then lost the Super Bowl rematch. But this should be alright. I fully expect them to come in and stomp on the Giants. We'll see if that actually happens, but I believe it will. So I'm putting that out there. Alright. Heading into Monday night, and this is obviously the best game. The Monday night game, if you realize which two teams haven't been talked about yet, you already know. Right here, Ravens, Lions. What a good game. I hope this is a good one. It better be good. They're both 1-1 though, which is interesting. So somebody's going to be 1-2 after this, which is not a big deal either. But it's at home for the Ravens, so it's in Baltimore. Minus 4.5 for the Ravens. That's the line. But yeah, Goff's been good. Lamar's been good. Gibbs and Henry have been good. St. Brown, James Williams, they've been good. Zay Flowers has been good. Who else has been good for them? I don't even know. But Roquan Smith, he's pretty good. Matabuke's pretty good. Lions got a pretty good defense themselves. But yeah, in terms of injuries, Jack Campbell's questionable. Kirby Joseph is questionable. DJ Reed's questionable. Marcus Davenport, doubtful. Kyle Van Noy is out. Matabuke's out. I forgot. He has a neck injury. Yep. And Isaiah Likely, I think he's out. I think he's been out. So yeah, Matabuke's out. So that's too bad. But they still got Roquan. So yeah, brutal. Honestly, the Ravens should probably be 2-0. They had that brutal loss, that choke loss to the Bills, and then they just smacked the Browns the next week, which we pretty much expected. Lions had the same thing, tough loss to the Packers, and then just smacked the Bears. And now these two teams are going to be playing on Monday night. So man, this is a good one. This is such a good one for a Monday. That's exciting. But I think in this case, I gotta go with these guys right here. I'm gonna go with the Ravens. So there it is. There's our preview for the week. Those are my picks for the week. Let me know in the comments your picks, and other than that, enjoy these helmets.